AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM. Good morning. It's 8:18. I'm Brian Gallagher. We have a guest online today from Central Nebraska Rehabilitation Services, actually Grand Island Physical Therapy, Pain and Spine Center on South Locust. Justin Kral back to visit with us about a new toy. Did you get this for Christmas, or what is the deal on this now?
No, so we got this machine called the DOC Decompression System probably about 6 months ago, and we've been using it pretty consistently over the last 6 months with really some solid positive results with it.
Decompression table. Okay, tell me, how does this thing work?
So kind of the old school technology is traction tables where they have the pulleys and ropes and they pull and they can help separate the discs in the low back or in the neck. This system here is computer generated. We call it decompression, and it falls along the same lines as traction, but it's all computer generated. It has a hydraulic system in it. It's pretty consistent when setting people up without a whole lot of slippage when you do the traction. What's really nice about it is the lower table, it elevates to where we can isolate the discs in the lower back. So if you have a herniated disc at like L2, L3, I can set the table up for that specific disc, or L4, L5, L5, S1, all that good stuff. And the table also at the bottom part, it can turn. So if you have a pain, that sciatica, we've all heard about that going down your right leg, we can either turn the table into it to help relieve some of the stress on it or turn it away. So we can give side-to-side traction with it, and the table also rotates down low to give traction.
Wow, this almost sounds like you could have it like a home putting green where you can adjust all the slopes and make it do whatever you want to do.
I mean, it makes you better if you have all those different adjustments.
Perfect. I need one of those. So
it's been a pretty successful machine. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many we've done on it. I'd say less than 1,000, more than 100, but we've had pretty positive results for most everyone on it. I mean, the people that you'd want to see to utilize this machine would be, some of your older population that have that spinal stenosis. Some of that pressure that separates those vertebrae in the back can really help alleviate a lot of those stenosis arthritis problems. If somebody has a herniated disc, it's been found to be very beneficial with that. Degenerative disc disorder as well. It's just given some space to allow nerves to work and the body to move and rotate. Like I said, with this machine, what's nice about it, it's all computer generated. So we have your profile in there. We set it up to your level. The machine keeps track of it. We hit the button and this machine does its thing.
That absolutely sounds amazing. Justin Kral is with the Pain and, I want to make sure I say the title right, Therapy, Pain and Spine Clinic for Grand Island Physical Therapy on South Locust. It's 1300 South Locust. If you do want to stop by and even see what it is this something that it should be recommended by a healthcare provider first, or is this something that evolves out of consultation and previous therapy?
A lot of times it falls upon your insurance. With Medicare, we would prefer that you talk with your physician prior to. There's some health insurance that allow us to do direct access. Before anybody gets on the table, we discuss the positives and the negatives of it. And we find out if it's the right thing for you. If you have some pre-existing conditions that prohibit us from using the machine, we obviously wouldn't put you on it. So we'd have to do a subjective assessment for sure before we did anything to make sure you qualify for the machine first and foremost.
If it sounds like something that could offer relief, it's a good way to start the series of questions. Justin, if they want to get with you specifically about this or maybe some of the other things that you do, how should they get a hold of you?
Our phone number here is 308-210-8753. I'm always available if you want to pop down at the clinic and just chat for a few minutes. I mean, you might have to wait a little bit if I'm busy, but I'll always try to make time for anybody that walks in. And if you really are interested in what the machine does, we made a nice little video of it on our Facebook page, Grand Island Physical Therapy, Pain and Spine Center. It's about maybe a 5-minute video if you're interested in watching it.
Wow, good way to get previous information. Justin, thanks for the update. You keep working on that, and we'll see if we can't maybe have it help my golf game. Probably extra charge for that. Justin Kral, thanks. Talk to you again in a couple weeks.
You bet. Thank you.